I would love to tell you a story, but I'll try to keep it short. A client of mine referred someone to me, and I called the other person. Let's just say his name is Mr. A. So Mr. A told me that he would want me to manage his real estate properties in Nigeria. But first, he would send a survey to me to pinpoint where his property is in a certain location. So I asked him to send the needed documents, and he did. I sent those documents to my surveyor and asked him to do the needful. Now, on getting to site, we found out that that area has already been fully developed. Remember, he bought this property years back. The same way you bought Ibejuleki years back. So I got back to him. I told him that the place is fully developed. In fact, that particular place is being occupied by someone else, but we can't barge in. So I asked him to please get in touch with the person he bought the property from. So he tried doing that. Unfortunately, that very person is no longer alive. So we had to go to the family that he bought it from. On getting there, we realized that his name wasn't registered in their documents. The survey we were holding at that moment was not registered as well. But the person currently occupying that place has actually done his due diligence. I know you realize what has happened at this point, right? It is a painful experience. So this is the question I would want you to ask yourself. That property I bought years back, would I be able to get hold of it when I need it? Would I be able to use it for the reason that I bought it for? And what comes to mind? Land banking. Land banking is quite an interesting option of investment, especially because of the fact that it's affordable at the point of purchase. We get into land banking for so many reasons. Some might be because they want to have a retirement plan. Some might want to buy it for their children. Others might just want to buy it because it's affordable, not necessarily because they have any projects in mind at that point in time. But this brings so many things to mind. And these are those key considerations that we have to take note of, especially when we are buying lands for future purposes. Number one, know who you're buying from. Investigate the company or entity selling the property. Ensure the company is reputable and financially stable. The company should be capable of holding down this property securely until you are ready to use it. 2. Understand the difference between a contract of sale and a deed of assignment. A contract of sale outlines the terms of agreement between the buyer and the seller, but does not transfer ownership. While a deed of assignment is the legal document that transfers ownership of land to you. Ensure your deed of assignment is registered and given to you at the end of the transaction. Number 3, conduct due diligence. Hire an independent professional. Verify that the documents are actually authentic. Then, physically go to site to inspect and make sure that what is on paper is the same with what is on ground. 4. development levy. This fee covers your infrastructural costs, such as perimeter fencing, road network, sand filling, especially in waterlogged areas, land clearing, and so much more. Always ask whether the property price is all inclusive, in the sense, does it cover the cost of the land itself, documents, and infrastructure? If this fee is not included, especially the infrastructure, kindly ask the developer, how do you intend to develop? Because if this fee is not available or not paid, it will hinder the development of that very property. 5. Allocation. We are all excited, especially when we get to this point, because that is all we love to hear. Allocation actually is divided into 2 parts. We have your paper allocation, and this paper allocation indicates your plot, such as let's say plot A, block B, something of that nature. When you go home, kindly check yours. We also have the physical allocation, where you're taken to sites and shown that allocation. But please, that is not enough. Markers such as your beacons, your poles, is not necessarily all you need to secure your allocation. Obtain a registered survey with specific coordinates to locate your land accurately in the future. Your coordinates should be included in your deed of assignment. Now, what is our key takeaways? Verify the seller. Make sure you know the company you're buying from. Send emails from time to time so that you keep updates on the property that you bought into. Make sure that your documents are legally secured. Your contract of sale, deed of assignment, registered survey, make sure that these documents are properly documented and registered. Go ahead to plan for the future by asking if you can fence your very plots, because this would actually help you secure the property further. Now, my final thoughts on this. Land banking is a great investment, but it has to be done accurately, correctly. Proper due diligence is necessary and can never be overemphasized. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us via WhatsApp for our assistance, and we'll be glad to do that. I hope this video was really helpful. This is your girl, Chidema, signing out for the day. Do have a lovely week.